Hello, welcome to Ghost Farm Reviews. So in this video, we'll be taking a look at vintage Generation 1 Powerdashers. Now these Powerdashers were available only via mail order from a pack-in booklet in the larger Autobot and Decepticon toys in the 80s. These were available for a few years, and I don't remember how many robot points, one or two robot points, and they were fairly cheap. Now originally, you didn't get to choose which one you got. It was just labeled as Powerdasher, and this one here was shown as the picture, which was quite interesting. They were there's three different ones: a drill or drill type, a jet type, or a race car or F1 type, which is nothing like F1. But you get one of these randomly. Now, as a kid, I got the jet type. This isn't my original one. As you can see, the colors are off. This is actually a Diaclone version, but it's the same figure. So these are made from Diaclone figures, just like the rest of the Generation 1 line from that early on, and they are pretty cool. They have stickers for faces, which is one of the things that you could actually see on Ironhide and Ratchet toys. But these ones actually had faces in Diaclone. And they're very odd for Transformers, but still very cool. They're all pull back and go engines. And recently, they actually got names in, let's see if I can remember this, Zetar, Chromar, and Aragon. Not to be confused with Aragorn. Someone was a Lord of the Rings fan for sure. So please, before we get to it, hit that thumbs up button, subscribe if you haven't, and without any further ado, let's get to the review. All right, as I mentioned before, this is a vintage sheet that you get with a Autobot car. This happened to be with one that came with Prowl in 1985. So it says reinforcements from Cybertron right here, and it has the package art, the image that we all know and love. On the other side, it has the Powerdasher, and it says, pull back, swing open, fold down, and in a snap, you've created Powerdasher, a new heroic Autobot warrior. If you'd like to continue that, there it is. Go ahead and pause it. But it says here, note, Powerdashers are consistently evolving. The style you get may be different than the one pictured here. And of course, they picture the jet. Now, this is the one I got, which is the one I wanted, which was very cool. It's 2 robot points, I was right, and $3. And of course, you get a watch. I also had this. I wish I still had that. All you had to do was $3 and fill out this little form right here. And it says, Powerdasher, robot points, $3. Amount, fill out your name. Now, I've never ordered, I didn't order more than one at a time. I wonder what would happen if you ordered 3. Would you get all different ones? I don't know. Let me know in the comments if you guys ordered all those when you were kids and actually got 3 different ones or 2 different ones or whatever. Here's the 3 offerings. As I previously mentioned, this one is a Diaclone version. I do not have the Transformers version yet, but it's a similar color. This is blue instead of black. They all have stickers for faces. They all have pullback motors and all very simple transformations. Now, some might be wondering, who don't know Diaclone, why they have these spaces in the chest. Now, those spaces are actually for Diaclone drivers to sit in and ride on when they are in their alt modes. These guys are just, there's not really a whole lot to them, but they are fairly cool. Let's look at the Drill Dasher. Get real close up to that face. Very, very robotic looking face, not like the humanoid ones of the larger robots. Lots of detail throughout, chrome, little teeny tiny feet that literally appear backwards. Copyright stamp. Not really much in the way of articulation. You got the legs mainly for transformation, as well as the arms and shoulders. And then you got F1. He's got a sticker for a face, but his nose is molded in. Really cool. Lots of chrome on him. Again, not really anything in the way of articulation. His arms just go out for transformation. This is all just transformation related. And the F1, again with a molded nose. More of a humanoid face on that guy. Lots of chrome, giant chrome feet. Articulation, he is really loose. Lucky he even stands up at all. There's not really much there. That's the 3. Now they did recently come out with, in the Generations line, War for Cybertron, come out with new versions, which are repaints of weaponizers. So we have the F1 type, or Aragorn, the Jet type, and Zetar, which is the Drill type. Get that, move this camera up a little bit. And all of them have faces representative of their original figures, which are very cool, but still very awesome. Just for a quick size comparison, they are next to Generation 1 Optimus Prime. So they're quite tiny. They are little figures, which is why they are mail away. They were also never featured in the cartoon. Okay, so let's get these guys transformed. So what you want to do is move his arms up, fold his elbows down, go ahead and hide the head, pushing it down, turn it to the side, leg goes up, knee bends, leg goes up, knee bends, and that's it. That's all there is. He has wheels on the bottom, 4 wheels, and doesn't like to roll on this material, but you can hear the engine's not what it used to be. But the motor kind of works. But so what you see here on the side, looks like some treads show up, some molded in wheels, some other detailing on the legs. On the top, you do have that aforementioned seat and the drill sticking out not too far from the front. Moving on to the Jet Dasher. Now the Jet Dasher, again, this is the Diaclone, very easy to transform. Just move the arms up, which hides the head. Move the legs out, bend the knees sideways. Like that, and you have the Jet. Again, lots and lots of chrome. This, sadly, these wheels are pretty much unusable. There's the motor is completely shot. I don't know if this got wet at some point during its lifespan, and wheels in the front. And you have the F1. So easy transformation, easy. Turn the head, and this head is actually really difficult to transform or to turn. I really feel like I'm going to break it right off. It's kind of a scary thing. So it kind of becomes kind of an engine-like. Then you take his arms, move them forward, up, move his hands in, hand in, up for the hood of the car. The legs descend and kind of go like that. And this one actually rolls by itself. So it does what it should. Out of all of them, that's the one that works. But you can see on the side here, kind of looks like a car. A giant, I guess, spoiler, what it's supposed to be. An engine showing up. There you have the 3. Now, as I said, the Diaclone driver does go in them. I do just so happen to have a knockoff Diaclone driver. Then you could tell they're knockoffs because there are no magnets on the feet. So you just kind of put it like that. And that's how it was meant to be. Just kind of put them in there and sit them in the seat. And away he goes. So yeah, if you've ever wondered, that's the reason. So they could, because in Diaclone, They weren't sentient robots. They were powered vehicles that were manned. They were mechs, essentially. So overall, the Powerdashers are a must for your Generation 1 collection. They are Autobots, and they look pretty good with all the rest. They kind of fit in sort of the aesthetics of that era. On the secondary market, some of them tend to be fairly loose, and the motors don't work anymore, but that's could be said for a 35-year-old toy. However, you can find them in really good condition. This guy is incredibly difficult to find without any chrome wear. So please understand that finding these in perfect condition is near impossible, and you will be paying a premium price for such. But they're great figures to have in your collection and highly, highly recommended. So please, hit the comments up for a suggestion if you've actually gotten this far in the video. Anybody who watches this far, I really appreciate. You guys are my true fans. True fans. Seriously, though, on a real note, I really appreciate you getting this far in the video, and I'll see you next video.